Have you ever thought about what will happen to your assets if you decide to settle your life abroad and return to India? Yes, if you are an Indian resident building a large portfolio, are you sure you are not making those invisible mistakes that quietly siphon off millions of dollars from high net worth families every decade? Hello, I am Kunal from EPK Capital. Over the past 2 decades, navigating global markets and cross border assets, I have seen the portfolio thrive. And I've seen them fall apart just because the investor did not understand the rules of the game. Today, we are going to talk about what really happens to your Indian investments when you lose your non resident Indian or NRI status. Then, I am going to reveal the biggest wealth management mistakes made by Indian residents and NRIs and how you can avoid them. Because at EPK Capital, we build wealth for generations. As a bonus, I have created a detailed guide on 7 expensive tax traps for high net worth NRIs. You can easily download it by clicking on the link provided in the details. Let's dive into it now. Part 1. Losing your NRI status, the Great Return. Suppose you have spent years in Dubai, London, or America, and you have decided to return to India. As soon as you return with the intention of staying, your financial identity changes. Under the law, you transition from an NRI to a resident. If you have liquid assets of over $1 million, this transition requires a surgical approach. Here's what really happens with your investments and what you should do. Number 1. The golden window. India offers you a transitional period known as resident but not ordinarily resident or no status. Think of it as a tax holiday ranging from 1 to 3 years. During this time, any income you generate outside India remains tax-free in India. Use this opportunity to reorganize your global assets and optimize your wealth. Number 2. Your bank accounts. You cannot legally hold NRI bank accounts after you return. Your NRE and NRO accounts must be converted into regular resident savings accounts. But here's an expert tip. If you want to keep your funds in foreign currencies like the US dollar or British pound, ask your bank to transfer those funds to an RFC account. This saves you from forced currency conversions and keeps your money globally flexible. Number 3. Your stocks and mutual funds. Good news? You don't need to sell your investments. Your mutual funds and shares will remain right where they are. However, you will need to update your Know Your Customer or KYC details. You will need to inform your fund house and broker that you are now a resident. If you were trading Indian stocks through a special NRI portfolio account, that will be closed and your shares will simply move to a standard resident demat account. Ultimately, tax changes. As an NRI, taxes on your investments were automatically deducted at the source before the money reached your account. As a resident, this stops. Now you are responsible for calculating and paying your own advance taxes. In addition, once you become a full resident, you will need to declare every foreign asset you possess to the Indian government. Failing to take this step may result in heavy penalties. Now, let's change direction. When you have significant liquid assets, the goal is not just to make money. It is to preserve it, grow it, and protect it from inflation and taxes. Mistake 1 for residents: chasing products instead of strategizing. Many investors buy the latest private equity fund, the hottest startup, or a trending structured product just because it seems exciting. The result? A disorganized, fragmented portfolio with overlapping risks. Fix: wealth management should be top-down. First, define your family's financial goals, establish a strict asset allocation strategy, and only then select products that fit within that framework. Mistake 2. Domestic bias. It is natural to invest where you live, but keeping 100% of your assets in India is a big risk. You are tying the wealth of your entire generation to one economy and one currency. Fix: there's a need to eliminate boundaries for true wealth. Use a liberalized remittance scheme to create a dollar-denominated portfolio. Global diversification protects your assets from domestic inflation and currency devaluation. Mistake 3. Ignoring estate planning. You will be surprised to know how many people with a $10 million portfolio do not have a registered will, let alone a family trust. Without proper structure, your estate will be caught up in complex legal battles, and your heirs will face serious transitional hurdles. Fix. Establish a private family trust and create a clear succession plan while you are fully healthy and in control. Now, let's take a look at non-resident Indians. What are the biggest mistakes made by NRIs? Mistake 1. Currency trap. An NRI might see a 7% fixed deposit in India and think it's a great return compared to the 3% they get in their home country. But they forget about currency depreciation. Historically, the Indian rupee depreciates against the US dollar by about 3 to 4% annually. When you take that into account, along with taxes, your great return is actually diminishing your purchasing power. Solution: always evaluate your Indian investments in terms of your local currency. Focus on high quality stocks or growth assets in India that can outpace both inflation and currency depreciation. Mistake 2. Real estate anchor. Many NRIs buy multiple properties in India. It seems safe, but managing real estate from afar is a nightmare. Tenant issues, maintenance, and lack of liquidity. More importantly, if you try to sell, bringing that money back into the country is restricted. Under current regulations, you can only withdraw $1 million per financial year from your NRO account. If you sell a large luxury property, your money could be stuck in India for years. Solution: focus your attention on financial assets like mutual funds, bonds, or managed portfolios that are liquid, transparent, and much easier to bring back into the country. Fix. Focus your attention on financial assets such as mutual funds, bonds, or managed portfolios that are liquid, transparent, and very easy to repatriate. Mistake 3. Lack of FEMA compliance. The Foreign Exchange Management Act, or FEMA, is strict. Using a regular resident savings account while living abroad is a regulatory violation. Buying agricultural land in India as an NRI? Completely illegal. Solution: consider compliance as your first line of defense. Ensure that your accounts, KYC, and types of assets strictly align with NRI regulations. At this level, wealth management is not about choosing the right stocks. It's about architecture. It's about structuring your assets in such a way that changes in residence, fluctuations in currency, and tax laws become opportunities, not obstacles. If you have more than $1 million in liquid assets, and you are either planning to return to India or you just want to stress test your current global portfolio against the mistakes we just discussed, then you shouldn't do it alone. Let's have a conversation. Contact my team and me at EPK Capital. We will sit down, review your global footprint, and create a strategy that protects your legacy. Because at EPK Capital, we build wealth for generations. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more information on global assets, and I'll see you in the next video. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Please do your own research before investing.